I'm 34 years old. I get carded a lot. And it's not just because people want like good tips or whatever. What's going on, YouTube? It is your girl Nerdy Curls, and today we are actually going to be talking about the difference between hydration and moisturization. And this video actually goes out to Debbie C because in my Humectants 101 Humectants Explained video, I actually we're breaking down humectants, and I did make a point in the video that there is a difference between hydration and moisturization. And she asked, okay, well, what's the difference to that? So Debbie C, this video is for you. So when it comes to hydration, the root word is hydra. No, not Captain America. No, but water. With water, there are two parts of hydrogen, one part oxygen. That's the actual, that's what H2O is. That's what water is, right? So when you think about hydration, it's literally water going into whatever it is, whether it's your hair, whether it's your skin, you know, whatever. So when you are actually hydrating your skin, it's not only the water that you're putting on your face, but also your water intake. This is why when you are drinking things with a lot of caffeine, which is a diuretic, or alcohol, things that are going to dehydrate you, why your skin becomes drier, why other issues happen in your body. So it's important to not only put hydration on topically, but also to make sure you are taking in and keeping your water intake up. That way you remain hydrated. So when it comes to like skincare and even like hair care, so like with hair, this video is not sponsored by any of the products I'm going to be showing. It's not sponsored by anybody. It's sponsored by myself. That's what sponsored it. But when it comes to hair care, I use this a lot. And the reason that I use it, it's not because of who owns it or who doesn't own it or anything like that. It's literally because it has a lot of humectants in it. And with my hair, I need to draw water into my hair because my hair is low porosity, but it's super dry because I live in Colorado and there's not a lot of moisture. Like now in the summertime, it's a little bit more like the climate is not so dry, but it's still it's still a lot drier than like living in like Hawaii, which is where I was born, or like Florida or anything like that. So I rely on humectants to help me, right? With skin, I have the same issue. My skin is super dry. It's just really, really dry here. A lot of people I've met, one day I was at the gym, and obviously this was before COVID, right? So I was at the gym like 6 months ago, and there was this really nice lady there, and she had like this beautiful like hair closure. She had weave-in, but like her closure was amazing. And I was like, girl, like I love your hair. She's like, oh, it's weave. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, like where'd you get it? And she was like, well, I'm not from here. She was from Virginia. And she was like, what is it here? She's like, I don't understand why things aren't working. And I was like, well, like, are you talking about like your skin or like your hair? She's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, it's because it's dry here. Like you got to drink like 3 times the amount of water, it seems like. So with my skin, to try to combat that, I drink lots of water, but I also use things with hyaluronic acid. And so with hyaluronic acid, just like in my Humectants Explained video, hyaluronic acid, aloe vera juice, glycerin, anything like that, it is going to bind to the water and draw it into whatever you're applying it to. So in this case, we're talking about my skin. So before I even do this, and I can do a video on my my routines that I use for my skin. Right now, my skin is actually not where it needs to be. I know you can't really see it on camera. It's not coming up on camera, but like the texture of my skin is awful. I have a lot of breakouts here. You can kind of see them like a little bit, but it's mostly because of my gut and other things, which that's a completely separate video. But with my routine, especially at night, I use a lot of toners. And with toners, and this is a completely separate video too, but there's a lot of different toners that have a lot of different uses, and they're meant for different things. I tend to use toners a lot for hydration, and I use them multiple times. Yes, multiple times, like 3 or 4 times throughout my nighttime routine. Also, what people can do, because it's water, right? I've sprayed this in my hair. I do spray it on my face from time to time, but because I have toners for my face, I don't really use it a lot. But things to put water back into your skin, your face, to actually replenish the hydration. There are 7 layers to like your skin, I believe. I could be wrong on that. I'm not an esthetician or a dermatologist. I just really don't want to be looking like I'm 85 when I'm 30, like some of the people I went to high school with. So I do everything I can to try to combat that. But when we're talking about hydration, you can't have hydration without moisture. If you do, then your the barriers on your skin or your hair are compromised. So you need to put something on top of the hydration to actually lock it in and trap it, so to speak, which is where moisturizers come into play. That way the water is not evaporating out, but also that way other things that can be harmful are not coming in. I'm sorry, y'all, like my face, I look like a grease ball. I have no idea why. I guess summertime, my oil production tends to be a little bit higher in the summer, but it's literally only in my T-zone. But yeah, so anyway, moisture. So I've shown you some things for hair, right? For hydration, for your skin with hydration. So now let's talk about moisturization. So with moisturization, any of my natural girls, or even like my relaxed friends, anybody who, you know, uses the LCO method or LOC method or LO method, that stands for, you know, L is the liquid, C is the cream, O is the oil. So with your skin and with your hair, you want to put something onto it to actually trap that hydration. So with my skin, I use a couple of different things, just depending. So this is something I use a lot in the wintertime, and it's a moisturizing cream. It does have hyaluronic acid. It does have ceramides, which go with the hyaluronic acid goes with like 2 layers down in your skin, and the ceramides go with like the layer right below, like your top layer of skin. So these are really, really good to actually lock everything in. This is like a lot more, like this, way more affordable, and this is by no means a dupe for what I'm going to show you. So do not say, oh well, Nerdy Curls said that it's no, that's not what I'm saying. This is more expensive, but it works. And that they may have changed the packaging. I don't have to use this often, but when I do, it helps. And this is the Nutrix Royal from Lancome, which it's got like a lot of lipids, which are like fatty acids and things like that, to literally like replump your skin, but also to protect it. I also add an oil. So literally, let me kind of like backtrack a little bit. I mentioned the LCO method with hair. I literally do something similar to that. Like in my nighttime routine, it's a lot more expanded because I do sheet masks like every night, but it's literally the liquid, right? I do like a serum, like a treatment, right? Cream, and an oil. This is squalane oil, which is a really lightweight oil, but it's really good to like protect your skin. So once you put that hydration in there, I cannot stress how important this is. If you do not actually put some type of moisturizer and or oil, depending on what you need, over the top, it's just going to evaporate out. It's going to evaporate out, and you're literally going to feel like your skin is on fire. And then you're going to be really confused because you're going to be putting lotion on and it's going to make it worse. So make sure that you understand that yes, there is a difference between hydration and moisturization, but you take the right steps, because if you don't, like, it's not gonna, you're not gonna necessarily have breakouts, but you probably will end up like having like a lot of redness and irritation. And like with your, it's kind of similar to like the acid mantle on your scalp. Sometimes, like, you know, you start to itch because your scalp is dry. You still don't continue to put moisture, put, you know, hydration, moisturization in it. Don't put any kind of oil. Continue to scratch, it's dry. You wash it, you use dandruff shampoos, still dry. Then boom, you've got like this patch of like redness and irritation. That's why. So I really hope, I know I kind of bounced a lot in this video, but what I want to make sure I stress, hydration, water, putting water back into your skin, into your body to help nourish it from the inside out. And moisturization, which is literally most of the time it's going to be a cream, sometimes might even include an oil to trap the moisture in. It's going to be kind of similar to when you go to the gym or you go running or what have you. When you come home, you're not going to drink like coffee right away because that's going to dehydrate you and further get rid of the water that was in your body, like that you've already sweat a lot of it, but it's going to literally relieve your body of even more water. So instead you drink like Gatorade or just straight water to replenish the water that you lost when you were sweating. The Gatorade to replenish the salt and the electrolytes that you lost while you were working out. So I want you to like kind of think about that kind of comparison or that metaphor. It'll really kind of help. One thing that's also going to help, whether it's your skin or your hair, is knowing like the type that you have. So for me, my skin is combination dry. I tend to be more dry than really like combination. The only time I really have combination skin is now in the summertime, where I have a lot more oil production in my T-zone. My hair, I have low porosity hair, so I need help to open the cuticles and then put all the hydration into it, and then I put something over the top to stop it from evaporating while my cuticles are open, or I do rinse with cold water to close the shaft of the cuticle. So I really hope this was helpful. If you have other questions, or if you're just like, Elise, seriously, like, I need you to calm down, this is not making any kind of sense to me, let me know. If this helped you, make sure you share this video. There is probably somebody who is in the same exact place I was at one point in time, where they have no idea and they just need like a point in the right direction. Again, I'm not an esthetician or a dermatologist. I just really want to make sure that my skin is like on point, which I am 34 years old. I literally just turned 34 now in June. So like, yeah, I'm 34 years old. I get carded a lot. And it's not just because people want like good tips or whatever. It's literally because people do not think that I am my age, which I am very thankful for that. I'm hoping it stays that way forever. I don't know. But again, I'm rambling. I really hope this video helped you. If it did help you, make sure that you share the video and it can help someone else. Comment below with any other videos that you want. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you have not already subscribed. I know that not everybody who's watching these videos are actually subscribed. It shows in my analytics. But so if you have any other questions or anything, let me know, y'all. I'm here for y'all. So thank y'all so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.